Good evening, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. This is Rich again, back for your third and final video blog of the night for Sunday, May 15th, 2016, around 8:20 in the evening, Belleville, Massachusetts. Sun went down. Well, it didn't go down. We didn't see it tonight because it's cloudy. Some places in New England got rain showers. Tomorrow, more of the same temperatures in the 60s, lower 60s. Maybe next weekend could be 70s and 80s. Think positive. Some news to report. Boston Red Sox beat Houston Astros by a score of 10-9 today at Fenway Park. Jackie Bradley Jr.'s hitting streak's now at 21 games. The Toronto Raptors beat the Miami Heat by a score of 116-89 to win the series 4-3. And this is the first time the Toronto Raptors are in the Eastern Conference Finals. They'll be facing off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. That series is exclusively on ESPN and TSN in Canada. And Carlos Beltran of the New York Yankees hit his 400th career home run, so congratulations to him. 54th player in Major League history to reach that milestone. And sad news to report in baseball, former Major League pitcher Sammy Ellis passed away at the age of 75. And that's about it on the news. My third and final video blog subject of the night is my personality profile. Tonight's personality profile is the late, great actor and director Leonard Nimoy. Leonard Nimoy was in the entertainment business for over 50 years. He was an accomplished stage actor, an accomplished director, but his most known role was playing Spock from the planet Vulcan for the classic TV sci-fi series, the original Star Trek, and several Star Trek feature films. Leonard was born and he grew up in Boston's West End. That used to be a Jewish neighborhood. Leonard is of Ukrainian descent. Both of his parents were from the Ukraine, and they were like Jewish. And his father owned a barber shop in Mattapan, and he took up He started acting at the age of 8 in school plays, and he was in high school plays, and he studied acting at Boston College. And he worked odd jobs to pay for his schooling. He sold newspapers, he was a vacuum cleaning salesman, and he was a soda jerk. After he graduated from college, Leonard joined the U.S. Army Reserve in 1953, and he was in the reserve for 18 months, served the country pretty good, and then Leonard went into the acting business. His career started in the mid-50s, but he had minor roles in several television shows and B-movies. He usually played ethnic roles or playing heavies, which are bad guys, and Leonard wasn't getting a break in acting. He thought he would get a better role, and in 1966, a break came for Leonard. He became Spock from the planet Vulcan, who was the science engineer of the Starship Enterprise on Star Trek. And Leonard was in that that television series for 3 years. He and Captain Kirk, who was William Shatner, had a lot of great chemistry together as Spock and Kirk. They sometimes had disagreements, but in the end, they were good friends. In real life, Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner were really good friends. When Star Trek got canceled in 1969, Leonard joined the cast of Mission Impossible. He played the role of Paris in this spy show, Mission Impossible, for 2 years. Then he left the show to focus into stage and theater work. Leonard starred in a lot of great Broadway plays. He got critically acclaim for that. He did the Sound of Music. Fiddler on the Roof in Yiddish, which is a Jewish language that Leonard spoke to with his parents only. And he also became a voice actor in TV and movies. He hosted was the narrator of the Speculation Show In Search of, with many mysteries in the late 70s and early 80s. Also, Leonard focused on photography and writing, and in the mid to late 70s, Leonard considered leaving the acting business to focus on his writing and his photography skills. But the Star Trek phenomenon started with conventions, and Leonard attended these conventions, and a lot of questions were saying, when is Star Trek ever coming back? And in 1979, Leonard Nimoy reprised his role as Spock for the next 6 Star Trek movies, which were real popular. They were big hits. And Leonard Nimoy directed Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock. Also, Leonard directed several TV series episodes, and he also directed 3 Men and a Baby. And Leonard continued to do his hobbies like writing and photography and poetry. He also loved gardening. He published a few photography books, and he wrote 2 autobiographies for himself. 1975, I Am Not Spock, and in 1996, I Am Spock. And Leonard continued to be on Star Trek conventions throughout the 90s, and he also made many guest star appearances on TV shows and movies, and he became a voice actor as well. And many people in the acting business looked up to Leonard Nimoy, and he had a heavy workload when he reached his 70s, but he was suffering from some health problems. He had COPD because he was a smoker. He quit smoking years earlier in the 70s and 80s, but that took his toll. He basically retired from acting in the 2000s. He made a couple of cameo appearances in the rebooted Star Trek movie franchise in 2009 and 2013. Those were his last 2 roles. His health was continuing to decline. He just basically stopped doing Star Trek conventions around 2011 because his health wasn't allowing him to go out. He was basically on oxygen the rest of his life. But he became big on Twitter. His last tweet he posted a few days before he died in February 2015 was "Live long and prosper." And Leonard Nimoy passed away in February 2015 at the age of 83. And this year, William Shatner released a book about his friendship with Leonard Nimoy, and it was a pretty awesome book. It was a great read. Leonard Nimoy became like a great actor with like the Spock character, because that Spock character looked like some of those television roles that could have stereotyped Leonard Nimoy. but it didn't. He just made a career out of Spock and doing other great things. And he was an awesome talent, which was very lost when he passed away last year. Live long and prosper. That's about it on him. And that's about it on these video blogs for tonight. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Google+. Tomorrow, 3 more video blogs coming for you. First video blog is about Starcade 84, the $1 Million Challenge, from the Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. The main event was Nature Boy Ric Flair facing off against Dusty Rhodes for the NWA World Title. Special guest referee Smoking Joe Frazier, and it was called by Gordon Soley and Bob Carter, and Gordon Soley was drunk during the broadcast. Second video blog will be about my 2016 Eastern Conference Finals and Western Conference Finals NBA preview. And the third and final video blog of the night will be about personality profile. Tomorrow's personality profile will be about Good Morning America's newsreader and cancer survivor Amy Robot. Keep calm, everybody. I'm a Julie Pudding guy. Molly Roseblatt with WCCO accent has nice legs. Elizabeth Hatch so stunning, she's the best. Amy Swezzy rocks. Julie Gower of Fox 25 is awesome. Julie Donaldson of Comcast Sports Mid-Atlantic has nice legs. This is my TV sports crush. And Michelle Beadle is awesome. And in the words of Sean Lujan, get out. See you later.